my name's Janelle and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a new series that I'm so excited to get started with, and that's showing you my journey of creating an ethical wardrobe. I've been making my own clothes and buying secondhand for many years now, as having an ethical wardrobe is something that I have been pretty passionate about for a while now, hence why I started my handmade label, Rosery Apparel. But lately I have started feeling really uninspired by my wardrobe and the items in it. I find myself reaching for the same item of clothing every single day, and yeah, I just feel like I need to really change up my wardrobe and make it a bit more my style. So in this series of videos that I'm going to be creating, I am going to be showing you the process from start to finish of totally recreating my wardrobe, but in an ethical way. So instead of going out shopping to fulfill this need of having new inspirational clothing, I'm going to be making or buying secondhand, and sometimes buying new as well where I feel it's necessary. But I just thought I would film the whole journey of it so you can really start to see how to go about creating an ethical wardrobe for yourself maybe. So to begin this series, I'm going to be showing you a before look at my wardrobe, how it is currently, and also give it a good decluttering while I'm at it to make some room for the new pieces that I'm going to find, make, knit and buy where necessary. So let's get started. Just quickly before we start the decluttering, I thought I would give you a quick outfit of the day because I just so happen to be wearing a pretty much completely handmade outfit. This jumper was made by my mum and it's one of my favorites. It's a perfect little crop jumper to wear with dresses. And the dress is from a past Rosery Apparel collection, and it's been one of my everyday go-to dresses ever since. And it's absolutely freezing today, so those Ugg boots are staying on all day long. And here you can see a little bit of a sneak peek of some of my new fabrics as well, that I'll be making a whole heap of new things for my wardrobe. Here's a little before of what my wardrobe looks like currently. There's definitely nothing wrong with it. I just think my style's changed over the last couple of months and I just want to create a wardrobe that will reflect that a little bit more. So now I'm going to do a little time lapse of me decluttering. So I like to ask myself a couple of questions when decluttering my wardrobe, and that is, have I worn this item in the last 6 months and can I rework this item into something that I love? If I answer no to both of these questions, then it's time to part with the item. So now that the decluttering part of this project is done, it's time to start looking for some inspiration for some new pieces for my wardrobe. The way I like to do this is usually just via Instagram. The beauty of Instagram is you can follow people that are similar minded to you, so I follow quite a few people that have a similar aesthetic and style that I have and that I'm really drawn to. And then what I do is save some of the posts that I resonate with most into a little folder that I've created called Clothes to Make. And I refer back to this folder quite often to just refresh myself and remind myself of some of the items that I'd like to make for my own wardrobe. So that's kind of basically where I find all my inspiration for the clothes I would like to make. Some of the Instagrammers that I'm really inspired by with their style at the moment include Olivia, or Liv Purvis as she's known on Instagram. She's just got such a unique sense of style and everything she wears is just completely her and it's so beautiful. Definitely recommend checking out her Instagram if you haven't followed her already. She's just, yeah, very inspiring when it comes to personal style and wearing clothes that make you feel happy. Another one that I've just recently discovered is Noelle and Fox. I think everything she wears is completely my style. I'm drawn to everything she posts, and she's completely covered in tattoos and they are just stunning. Again, definitely recommend her. And the clothes that she wears, I'm going to be replicating for sure in some of the items I'm going to make for my own wardrobe. And another one, as always, Jasmine Dowling. She's just so inspiring. I love her aesthetic. She again has a very strong sense of style that's completely her own, and yeah, I'm very drawn to that. The clothes she wears are beautiful too, and she recently wrote a blog post all about how to buy sustainable and ethical fashion, which I was kind of impressed by. It's really exciting when someone you admire and look up to has similar values as you, so that was really cool to read, and I'll definitely link that blog post down below if you'd like to check that one out. Recently I've been really drawn to the rust cord culotte pant style pieces that people have been wearing, so I'm going to have a go at making a pair of those for myself today. So the cord fabric I picked up is in this beautiful rust colour, and the pattern I'm going to use to make the pants is this Simplicity pattern, Simplicity 8457. Never tried this pattern before, so I'm kind of just gonna risk it and cut into my good cord fabric. Usually I like to practice run a pattern before I'm cutting to my good fabric, but I just can't be bothered. I just want to get started. I am no expert when it comes to making trousers. I don't think I've ever made a pair in my life, so I'm going to quickly give the pattern a bit of a read just so I can kind of start to understand how these are going to be put together. I'm just going to pop a podcast on and sew them. I'm not going to go through all the different steps with this one. I'm just going to maybe do a few time lapses here and there, and then I will show you the finished product once they're done. I'm so happy with how these cords have turned out. I honestly don't think I could have bought a pair of cords that I love this much, and I think that's the beauty of making your own clothes. You can make them to fit you perfectly and exactly how you want them to be, so yeah, they're my perfect pair of cords. As for the pattern, I feel like the sizing of this one was a little bit strange. According to the measurements on the back of the packet, I should have made a size 16, but I've had a bit of experience with Simplicity patterns always recommending sizes too big for me, so I opted to make a size 12 instead, and I'm so glad I did because I ended up still taking it in quite a bit. So if I was to make this pattern again, I would definitely make no bigger than a size 10 next time, so just keep that in mind if you are going to have a go at this pattern for yourself. But apart from that, I'm really happy with it. I'll definitely be making this pattern again sometime soon because I just love the style of them. So I hope you enjoyed this video and a little look into my journey of creating an ethical wardrobe. I'm hoping to film quite a few videos to go along with this series, just focusing on different areas, I guess you could say, of creating an ethical wardrobe. If you do want to see those, then be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can know when those videos go live, and also check out my Instagram if you'd like to see some of the other things I make. Thanks for watching.